Have you ever been scrolling through your feed and just thought, I could never do that? Or, you get this amazing idea for a video or a post, but then you just talk yourself right out of it. Well, today we're going to challenge that little voice in your head. We're diving deep into content creation to uncover the really surprising ways it can change not just your online world, but your actual life. Let's get into it.
So let's be real for a second. When I say content creator, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? It's some huge celebrity with millions of followers, right? Yeah, that single idea, it might be the biggest thing holding you back. But here's the truth. Content creation is for you. Seriously, it is such a powerful tool for growth, both for you as a person and for your future career. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why.
Okay, here's our game plan. First, we are going to completely bust the myth that this is only for the pros. Then we'll dig into how creating content is basically a personal growth engine. It sharpens your skills, it sharpens your mind. After that, we'll see how all that inner work helps you build your future self. And then, to wrap it all up, we'll talk about how to take that first, really important step. So let's jump right into section 1. The big goal here is to just totally rethink what we assume about who gets to create stuff and share their ideas. Let's start with the word content itself. Just forget about those huge, high-budget productions for a second. Think about that quick video you shot on your phone, that story you posted, or even just a thoughtful comment you left on a blog somewhere. Guess what? That's all content. You're probably already doing it and you don't even realize it. And the most exciting part of all this? The barriers to entry are pretty much gone. The tools you need, they're literally in your pocket. This means that anyone, and yes, that absolutely 100% includes you, can start sharing their own unique voice with the world. All right, on to section 2. Let's look past all the surface level stuff. The likes, the views, the followers. We're going to explore the real prize. How creating content can be an incredible engine for your own personal growth. So this engine, it runs on 3 key things that you get just from doing the work. You build confidence, you learn brand new skills, and you gain real, lasting knowledge. Let's break each of those down. Okay, let's kick things off with confidence. Every single time you hit record or you draft a post or you just try to explain an idea, you're basically building a muscle. You're taking a thought that was just floating around in your head and you're giving it a voice. And honestly, the more you do it, the less scary it becomes. You'll actually find yourself being able to get your thoughts out with more clarity, more conviction. And this isn't just about being a better creator. This makes you a better communicator in every part of your life. Benefit number 2 is a huge one. It's all about skills. And I'm not just talking about the technical stuff. The whole process of making content builds a whole bunch of incredibly valuable life skills. I mean, really think about what it takes. You're learning to communicate complicated ideas in a simple way. You're learning how to edit, to cut out the fluff and just get to the point. You become a better writer, a more confident speaker. These aren't just little hobbies. These are the skills that are going to make you stand out in your career and, well, in life. And this third internal reward, it might be the most powerful of all, knowledge. You've probably heard that saying, the best way to learn something is to teach it. Well, creating content, it's a form of teaching. Think about it. Before you can explain a topic to someone else, you have to really get it yourself. It forces you to do the research, to wrestle with the details, and then organize it all in a way that actually makes sense. That process doesn't just share knowledge, it cements it in your own brain. So we've talked about all the awesome internal rewards. Confidence, skills, knowledge. Now for section 3, let's connect that inner growth to some real-world impact. This is where all that hard work starts to open doors you never even knew were there. This is where you actually start to build your future self. This brings us to the idea of a personal brand. And look, I know that term can sound a little corporate or intimidating, so let's demystify it. It's not about being fake or putting on a show. It's simply what happens when people get to know the real you, your ideas, your voice, your unique way of seeing the world, all through the stuff you share. It's basically authenticity on a bigger scale. And once you start sharing that authentic self, something really amazing starts to happen. Your personal brand becomes like a magnet for opportunity. You'll connect with people who are into the same things, which, hey, can lead to new friends. Doors will open up for cool collaborations. You'll start getting recognition in your field. And yeah, eventually it can even lead to new ways of earning. Which brings us to our final section, getting over that biggest hurdle of all. We've covered the why. Now let's talk about the how. And more importantly, the when.
And I'll just tell you the answer. It's now. If you only take away one single thing from all of this, please let it be this. Your content does not need to be perfect. Chasing perfection is the number one thing that kills progress. Your goal isn't to be flawless, it's just to be authentic. It really just boils down to this choice. You can stay stuck over here in the fear zone, waiting for that perfect time that, let's be honest, is never going to come, or you can jump over into the start zone. Use the stuff you already have, be real, be honest, and just try to be consistent. That's it. That's the whole secret. And if you're worried about starting small, just remember this. Every single creator you look up to started in the exact same spot. 0 views, 0 followers, 0 subscribers. The only difference between them and someone who never got started is that they just took that first, messy, imperfect step. So, I'll leave you with this question. Your unique perspective, your voice, your story, it's all just waiting to be shared. The only question left is, who are you going to inspire when you finally decide to share it?